Advanced horizontal drilling capabilities in the nation's shale plays are redefining the potential of domestic energy production. But shale plays and the fracking that comes with them means sand production, lots of it. And managing flowback sand the conventional way means open frac tanks on site, which can present a significant safety hazard. That's why Key Energy Services has introduced the SandX system. SandX is a standalone application of existing technology that cleans sand after fracking to make it non-hazardous and easier to manage, all using a safer, more automated process that drastically reduces or eliminates safety risks. The system is simple. First, flowback fluid enters the system through the intake, where it strikes special target plates to release the gas from the fluid so it can be vented. Next, the fluid is screened for larger particles before it's poured into a tank where sand settles into the unit's auger system. The auger's special screw pump design then enables the sand to be pushed out of the sand tube while the water is able to flow back down into the holding tank. The processed sand exits the unit as a clean, non-hazardous byproduct for either inexpensive disposal or reuse. Tests have conclusively shown that SandX significantly reduces chlorides in the sand, down to 200 ppm or less. The result? A safer, simpler, and more efficient well site that's easier to control and manage. Safety is improved because conventional flowback sand management methods require crew members to climb in and out of the frac tanks. Workers could slip, fall, or fail to use the proper safety equipment. The process is simplified because no supervac truck is required. The whole function is handled by one unit. And the well site is more efficient because the cost, risk, and well site footprint can be better managed. SandX also offers competitive economics when compared to a conventional flowback management setup. To have the SandX unit on site all day, operators pay just a nominal day rate plus incidentals. These incidentals include a generator, which is required to power the unit, and an operator to run it and ensure a safe condition around the SandX system. So, to recap the benefits, SandX processes flowback sand in a way that is 1. Safer, with far less risk of injury to workers on site. 2. Simpler, with a smaller footprint. 3. More efficient as a standalone automated unit. 4. Competitively priced when compared to conventional flowback management methods. And 5. More environmentally friendly, reducing hazardous waste risk and expenses. There are a few technical and logistical things to remember about the SandX system before you bring one on site. The SandX unit is simple to connect. The system's fluid intake unit connects manually to the rig. An operating checklist is mounted on a PVC tube at the rear of the unit, near the main box. Always review the checklist before starting up the SandX. Before operation, be sure to set up the safety rail attached to the perimeter of the top of the SandX unit. Equipment startup is quick and easy. Before activating the unit, be sure to confirm that the knife valve is closed before starting the machine. A depth gauge indicates whether the knife valve is open or closed. The SandX system requires external power to operate. Always use a 35K 3-phase 480 20 horsepower drive to run the SandX system. Connecting it to an improper power source will damage the unit. If the auger is turning clockwise when looking from the rear of the unit to the front, the generator is wired correctly. Make sure the auger is turning before flowback enters the unit. When you turn the unit off, ensure that water is no longer flowing into the unit. At any time, the operator, or anyone witnessing an unsafe condition, can use the unit's emergency shutdown button to immediately stop operation. It is crucial to monitor the SandX while in operation. The sand expelled through the sand tube and into the sand receptor can pile up and back up into the sand tube. The receptor needs to be shifted in order to prevent plugging. Key Energy Services is the first to apply such a level of technology to flowback management. It's just the latest proof that when it comes to onshore well site services, performance is key.